Yo, what is up, guys? I'm a little late this morning, but we're back with some Madden 21 rebuilds. I think I'm actually playing the Packers more than I did any other team in our first year. We're gonna send to the playoffs because I feel like I kind of favored the Packers at this point. We'll send them to the playoffs, see if we still make it, because Chicago, I think, was still pretty close. All right, and we do make it. We end up 12-4. I know in Pittsburgh, when we did Pittsburgh, we advanced through the playoffs the first year they made them. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to sim through this year's playoffs. Because I do not want to show favoritism. I sure as crap didn't show favoritism toward the Jets. I badmouthed that team the whole damn time. And then I think after this rebuild, we are going to maybe do the Texans. But I'm not entirely sure yet. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. So we make it past wild card. We take on the Bears. The Bears make it past wild card. Just see if there's anybody injured. Like I said, we're gonna sim through this year's playoffs. Team Hicks is out. Actually, the Bears would be really fun to do because you're going against the cap at that point. We might do the Bears. We might do the Bears. Go ahead and go to the next week. We're just going to see how we progress week by week through the playoffs. And we lose. 18-14. Our contract gets extended as well. So that's a plus. The first time we've seen that. Unless I've just ignored it all the time, which is very possible. Let's go look at the Pro Bowl. I'm gonna see if any of us made the Pro Bowl. Let's take a look at season stats too. Aaron Rodgers led the league at number 5 in passing yards. He had over 4,000 yards. Somebody scored a mark. So Aaron Rodgers voted for the starting quarterback. Jonathan Taylor makes it. Devontae Adams. Valdez Scantling. I'm terrible with names on offensive line. And Donald, Dominican Sue. Okay. So, I don't think we really had anybody besides offensive players. Go ahead, and it's the Browns versus the Eagles. It's always the Browns in year 1 in the Super Bowl. We have 328 scouting points to go through here. Let's go ahead and hit those out real quick. Let's take a look at or active, one required, but it says we don't have. Okay. Thanks, EA. You're making so much sense. Anyway, take a look at some of these offensive linemen. Maybe a late rounder. See if there's anybody in the later part of the draft that might be a hidden gem. But we do want to get somebody that's going to also complement Davante Adams. And we never finished scouting all the wide receivers. Player upgrades. Jonathan Taylor gets an upgrade. He gets 2 upgrades. And he goes up to an X Factor. I can see the little thing up there. And he got a speed upgrade out of that elusiveness. Man, he's dangerous. Truz. The most effective ball carriers prioritize maintaining possessions over all else. When they enter the zone, no tackles made against them will result in fumbles. That's really good. I trust that. Still a spin cycle. Still has 1 ability we need to unlock. He's an 84 overall without that morale boost. Baker Mayfield takes home the MVP, followed by Lamar Jackson. Aaron Rodgers in the talk at number 4. Coach of the Year. We make Coach of the Year. We're not in the AFC. We're in the NFC. Russell Wilson takes home the Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC side. Aaron Rodgers gets at number 2. Take a look at Defensive Player of the Year. Goes to Roquan Smith. We're probably not going to have anybody in here. Oh, we do. Darius Smith. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jonathan Taylor. Not surprising. Starting to figure out how to utilize him in our run games. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We probably don't have one. No. I like his hair. Best quarterback goes to Drew Brees, and then goes to Aaron Rodgers, and then goes to Russell Wilson. That's very weird. Best running back goes to Jonathan Taylor. No wonder he went up the dev trait. Le'Veon Bell in Philadelphia. Best wide receiver, Davante Adams, gets at number 2. And then Vontaze Scantling gets number 5. I was going to say, they should both be on there. They both made the Pro Bowl. Offensive lineman, we do have 1. We have 2. Defensive lineman, we have nobody. Linebackers. Got Zadarius Smith. Got Preston Smith. Huh. Defensive backs, we probably don't have anybody. Okay, Jareer Alexander does make it in there. And Mason Crosby does make it into the best kicker. So now we need to go and advance into the offseason. 38-24, Browns beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. We need to make some decisions here. Jamal Williams actually did pretty good for us back and forth, but we do not have the cap space. Let's go take a look here. What we got going on here? Davante Adams taking up a huge chunk. Don't want to get rid of him though. Yeah, I knew Aaron Rodgers was taking up a lot of money. I don't think there's really anywhere we can clear up any cap space. We could cut Lance Taylor. Actually, yeah, we're gonna cut Lance Taylor. He really regressed. Go ahead and cut him. Relon Speaks we could kind of let go of, but we could get rid of Clay Matthews. Well, he's on negotiation. I don't think he's going to count for anything, but let's go ahead and get rid of him. Zadarius Smith. We cannot get rid of. We could get rid of Christian Kirksey. I think that's what we'll do, is we're going to get rid of Christian Kirksey. We've been talking about drafting a middle linebacker anyway. That's about it. Really nowhere to save any money. We actually did save quite a bit of money, but Jamal Williams will not be a starter. But we do need some sort of power back. I'll offer him the stock deal. Okay. Just got to be very particular about who I'm re-signing. We're losing, like, almost all of our wide receiving core. Kevin King's talking about leaving. Which, I mean, that's kind of fine. We're going to be looking for new corners anyway. I don't think there's anybody else we really want to re-sign. Devin Futchins can walk. He didn't play at all. Vernon Butler, maybe we could keep. Alan Lazard is one that I would keep, but he's also been injured for the whole season, so there's really no point. I think we just let all these guys walk. Save our pennies. We have enough money to bid on one big free agent. Ooh, Richard Sherman becomes available. Putting him and Jareer Alexander side by side would be kind of interesting. Gronk becomes available. Give Aaron Rodgers a major target. We definitely want to look into corners, though. Dunbar, Wallace, Hayden, Lord Waynes. Okay, so there's really nothing in here I'm too interested in aside from Richard Sherman. Conley wouldn't be too bad of a signing for us. Dante Hightower becomes available. Blake Martinez, we could try to bring him back. I think we'll draft middle linebacker. Could use a D tackle, a number 2. But I don't want to overpay for number 2. So how about Solomon Thomas? He's injured right now. No, thank you. Somebody not looking for a huge contract would be nice. Y'all ain't making a payday off us. If you want to come in, you can come in. But if not, then we're just going to keep going. I think Griffin would be a decent signing. We need to look into this O-line. I know we lost a few players. Nothing in the right guard that we'd want. We could use a number 2 center. I think it's just the right guard's the only spot that's really hurt. See what's in left guard here, because we could convert one of them. Backup center. Let's look at wide receivers. AJ Green becomes available. Could be a decent complement on the other side of Devontae Adams, big-bodied wide receiver. We could go back after Devin Funches, but there is people bidding on him, and we're not spending that much money on him. Oh, and we did grab that John Ross deal, too, so we might actually be okay. Could bring in somebody like Josh Gordon. He definitely would not be terrible. I know he's older. If we could nab him on a 1-year deal, that wouldn't be too bad. The Steelers let Derek Watt walk. That's dumb. They also let James Conner walk. I wouldn't mind bringing in Lev Bell for a year, but not for that kind of money. Let's go after Gronk. Let's just see if we give the stock deal where that puts us at. That puts us at 95 points. So we're going to definitely need to draft a corner early in the draft, and we definitely need to draft a... Ooh, I would love to get Marcus Williams. We definitely need to draft a offensive lineman. It's going to depend how these deals go. Let's go ahead and see if anybody takes our contracts. We get the D tackle. Gronk still undecided. Good see. Okay, so the Bengals bumped up their money a little bit. We don't have much money to bump up on that, so we're going to go ahead and withdraw from the Gronk competition. I would go down to Jordan Reed. He did get injured. I'm going to offer him a 2-year deal. Nowhere near as much money. Coming off of an injury into a new season. We could go for Jared Cook, though. Jared Cook is actually a rather good tight end. Let's go look at corners. See who else left here. Jimmy Smith. Conley's left. Cameron Conley wouldn't be too terrible to bring in here. He's got good speed. He's got athleticism. Offer him this deal and see where we stand at. We stand above San Fran, so we can knock this down quite a bit. Knock it down to like 2 mil. No, that knocks us way down. How about 2.9 mil? That brings us up to a 90. Okay. Quentin Dunbar also available. Could bring in a veteran corner. Hoping maybe to see a little bit better cornerback. Jason Verrett. I mean, we're not going to be able to sign him if we would want to get him, but he can't stay healthy. Had so much promise and just couldn't stay healthy. It's kind of disappointing. So we were picking at number 27, number 3, and then 27 the rest of the draft. We could try trading to move up. If there's anybody here that we would really like, I'm definitely saying that Dylan Moses is one that I would move up for. And I would give up probably that late second, our first, and maybe our 4th for it. To get into a top 5 pick. We definitely want us to keep scouting out the wide receivers. We've kind of got a good idea of what we want to draft anyway. But let's see if we can make a trade for an earlier draft pick. We want at least a top 10. The Broncos. Let's see if we can maneuver something with them with our first, a late second, and a future 6th. Ooh, so close. So what if we change that future 6 to this year's 7? No. What a future 5? Give you a future 5. No. What if we give you a player with it? What type of players you guys looking for here? A center, a D tackle, an edge rusher. Well, we are also very low on those as well. So maybe one of our backup middle linebackers I could swing for you. There we go. That went through. So we end up moving up. We give up quite a bit for it, but I think that for us to get a starting caliber linebacker is going to be worth it. Let's go jump to the next week. Jareer Alexander, yes, we're going to take that 5th-year option on him. It's going to give us 1 more year before we have to negotiate a contract. All right. Conley does accept our contract. Good defense here. So, defensive core is looking a little bit better, I think. Still down some edge rushers. Definitely need a middle linebacker. Offensive-wise, we definitely need a tight end. But our wide receiver core is not bad. We have 3 X Factors on the team. So that's good. Jordan Love developing still under Aaron Rodgers. A-Rod did not regress really at all. He's down to a 92 plus the 3 morale. So he's down to an 89. That's not bad regression. Let's get some scouting in here. We definitely need some O-linemen. But I think we scouted everybody. No, we did not scout, like, any of the right tackles. Alright. I don't think we have any money for free agents right now. We are actually negative. Jets just took over that Jordan Reed bid. We're not going to fight that. I'd go after Jared Cook. But he's not going to get a huge contract at all. We don't have the cap space for it. He does not like that deal. Greg Olsen. I'm going to call his number. I'm going to put pretty much all his money is going to be signing bonus. He's probably not going to like this deal either. Oh, he likes it more than what Jared Cook did, so we may get Greg Olsen. I'd be fine with Greg Olsen. Veteran tight end, able to make some plays. He does accept our contract. Get the rest of these wide receivers scouted. Maybe we can find some sort of diamond in the rough. It's not looking like it. All right. So, we only have 44 players out of a 53-man roster. A little slim, but we are coming up on the draft. Cap space is a huge issue right now. Aaron Rodgers' contract is killing us. But we do make some decent moves here. We do bring in Greg Olsen. Let's go ahead and generate our best lineup. John Ross looking like he's going to start for us. Give him a whole year to pretty much get healthy again. Why is a most down here? We're down a corner. So I think we're going to aim for middle linebacker first. Because we did move up. And then we still have that early second. We're going to aim for a corner. And then we're going to have to jump to O-line. We're going to have to get something that we can put here in the right guard spot. Because that is a huge hole. Let's go ahead. Start the draft. Although I think I saw Moses already go. Which is going to be really annoying because that's what we traded so much away to get. He is gone. Okay. We could go corner. Caleb Farley looks really good. We do have this free safety scouted. He looks amazing. But he'll probably still be there by the second round. We don't need any wideouts right now. That would probably be like a third, fourth round pick. When we'd start looking into wide receivers. We definitely need some offensive linemen. That's a major need. Do we go right guard right away? Or do we go for the edge rusher that we know is going to be a top priority? I think we go guard. We get that O-line built back up. We just need the one position. Let's go ahead and grab Wyatt Davis out of Ohio State. Looks pretty athletic. 77 overall, hidden dev trait, ranked at number 5. We got him at number 9. 87 strength, really good run blocking. Pretty decent pass blocking. Definitely better than what we had. So a phenomenal pick. We hit it out of the park. Maybe we try to trade up here. I would say maybe about where the Raiders are. Let me see here. Raiders pick at 15. Who did we trade our pick to? I can't remember who I traded my pick to. But let's see if we can get this one from Oakland here. I mean, we don't have a whole lot to trade away. Yeah, we really don't have anything to trade away, do we? You're not interested in him. Left outside linebacker. You're not interested in him. So we're going to have to find another team that we can trade with. Because I do want to move back up into the first round. I'd trade with Washington. I don't know how they did so well. QB, middle linebacker, left guard, outside linebacker core, pretty much. What about him? You guys interested in him? Let's see. Not at all. Then why say that you are looking for those positions? Man, that we take a huge cap hit for those. What about we don't have any extra left guards? We really don't have any extra middle linebackers. We are low on middle linebackers anyway, so we're not going to move up in this draft. So let's go ahead and go to our next pick, which is the early second round. So there are quite a few first-round talents left, but we really need to address some of these holes in the defense. Middle linebackers are gone, so that's very unfortunate. Because that's definitely a spot we need to address. What about, are there any pass coverage outside linebackers that we have scouted? No. There are not. I hate to take one of those guys with this early of a pick. We might trade down here, then. Look in the corners. We did not grab a corner, but it looks like all the corners that we were looking at are definitely gone. Not until the later round. We are in a really, really bad spot, guys. We can't really afford to trade away our picks. But at the same time, there's really nothing here for us to want to take the... take the pick at. We could use an edge rusher. This guy actually looks really good. Could he pay? But he's 22 years old, which is my early downfall with him. Let's see what we got offer-wise. Let's see what the offers are here. Buffalo willing to give us pick number 55. 2022. We're looking for 2021, and we want to stay in this draft. Buffalo looks like they're giving us the best deal. Because it's a this year's second and a next year's sixth. I don't think anybody else is really offering a second round pick for this year. I mean, the Jags are offering a this year's second and a next year's seven, or this year's seven. But do I really want another 7th round pick? I don't think I do. Miami's only offering a second. I'm not interested in them. We're going to take this deal from Buffalo. We're definitely going to move down here. See who they grab here. They grab that free safety we were eyeballing, which makes sense. So we were much later in the round. I mean, a lot of the players we were considering I knew were going to be gone. But I didn't find any of them really, for what we're trying to get, worth that pick. I'm still really not seeing anybody worth the pick. I mean, I know Tutu Atwell will develop well, but I really don't want to go with a player that I've already grabbed. We could go with this free safety. He's decently athletic, but he's 22 out of Pittsburgh. There's really nothing here. We might trade this one away, too. And go for a third. Let's see who's offering what here. Buffalo's offering a third round pick from this year, a fifth from this year, and a sixth from this year. Buffalo offering quite a lot right there. Fourth for next year and a seventh for next year, a third for this year, and a seventh for this year. Third next year. I have to go with Buffalo again. Buffalo is giving us some killer deals. Let's see what they take. Left tackle. So we get pick number 23 here in the third. And we definitely grabbed a bunch of draft stock, so that's definitely going to help. We have 2 third-round picks, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. We have a full draft now. We have one more third-round pick. Let's look at middle linebackers. Are there any of them still on the board? I know that they're all looking at later picks, but I want to get one while they're there. It says early 5th rounder. We're going to take it. 66 overall. He's a pass coverage linebacker. He's got decent speed. Maybe make him a project linebacker beside Blake Cashman. It was a position that we had to fill. We had to fill it now. Wide receivers are still very openly available. Let's check the free safety position. Nothing. Nothing really in corners. We are in the third. There are no third round talent cornerbacks. Checking the edge rushers here. Nobody fell. We could use a backup center. We could use a backup a lot of things. But we have enough freaking right guards to back everybody up. But I would rather have a better caliber player. But let's look into these wide receivers. A lot of these guys have fallen. So we're definitely going to be looking into one of these two guys here. Between Marshall Jr. and Chris Olave. Coney's number 20. He's got decent jumping. We're going to take 4, 5, 6. We're going to take Olave. He's a little bit faster, a little bit more agile. No, 6'9", 6'9", yeah, he's just a touch more agile, a touch faster. So let's go ahead and grab him. He is a 68 overall, ranked number 61, got him at 91. He has possession catch as a trait. His route running is not too phenomenal. His speed's not great. 84 injury rating, not terrible. We'll definitely take it. So we are here in the 4th. Let's see who all has fallen. We still got a bunch of wide receivers. Very wide receiver heavy draft class. But we are looking for anything else. Man. We could use one more corner. There was a 4th round corner I saw. Elijah Molden. 3, he's agile. I'll give him that. Let's go ahead and grab him. 66 overall, not terrible. Ranked number 107, got him at 123. He's definitely going to be on the roster because we don't have enough corners. He is injured. He does look like he could be injury prone though, which would not be ideal. Now we got the 5th round pick at number 15. Still 2 good wide. We don't need wide receivers though. Let's see if we can find anything that would be worth our pick. We could grab this left guard, but he doesn't have that many reps. Under the scouted board here. We have one corner left that we could grab. I'm kind of thinking about trading this pick away. I know I've traded a lot of picks away, but we do have these wide receivers still, though. I think we bring in Anthony Schwartz. He's got decent catching traffic. His short route running has much to be desired, probably like the rest of his route running. But 4.35, he's a burner. He's a 67 overall. 95 speed. He'll go really nicely with John Ross in the we're developing room. Alright, let's see what we got here. Bunch of wide receivers left on the board. All the wide receivers left on the board. I guess we're just gonna have to take a shot in the dark. Still have a kicker, still have a punter. Man, I hate taking shots in the dark on the draft. It's gonna be more of a physical corner. Edge rushers, are any of them saying that they still have a round grade left? Yeah, a few of them are. Let's go ahead and take Wyatt Hubbard. Okay, we got a good draft with our eyes closed. 157 true talent. Got him at 187. Not going to be a starter, but definitely going to be there. And we are going to be on our last pick. If there's anybody here that we scouted that still has any type of potential, I'll be surprised. There is not. So, there's nothing here. Everybody is at undrafted rank. Josh Jobe. We could use a backup safety. Let's go ahead and get Derek Forrest. He's a 62 overall. That's actually still not bad. 62 overall. 87 speed. He definitely needs some coverage ability, but he's not terrible. He's a sufficient backup safety. We're going to go to the end of this draft. And the offense still outshining strong. And an 87 overall. Defense went down to an 81. We're going to have a lot of problems on this offense. Mostly with who's going to be starters, who's not. in the wide receiver room. John Ross wants to be. St. Brown did for us last year. We only have 2 D tackles. Defense is not looking hot. We need to bump this guy up so he gets some reps. The defense kind of fell apart after last season. We had to make room for people in the cap. Not many backups. So, our tight end room looks fine. I don't know what we're getting. Let's go look at free agents real quick. See if there's any edge rushers we can afford. Because cap room is an issue. But we could use an edge rusher if we can afford one. Looks like Clay Matthews retired. I don't see him. Oh, nope, there he is. We could bring in Clay Matthews for a year. How much is he wanting? More than we can afford. What about a D tackle? Could we? Or what about middle linebackers? What's all in middle linebackers? Nothing. What's in? Yeah, what's in D tackles? Maybe we can afford a D tackle. Just in case. What about a rookie? Can't even afford a rookie. No, he's not a rookie, but still, we can't even afford him. We have no room. How many players do we have on the roster? 51. See if there is anyone that will clear out a gigantic space in cap room. Definitely not AR. A-Rod is definitely not going to clear us up any money. We had just signed Jamal Williams. Wide receiver wise, I don't think there's going to be anybody. No, there's not. Why is Anthony Schwartz a team captain? He's not a team captain. What does it say he is? We have like no O-lineman until we get to the right guard, and we're just overbearing with right guard, so they're just going to play rotational. They only have one left end. They have 2 D tackles. Only 3 middle linebackers in a 2 middle linebacker scheme. On the plus side, we have all of our corners filled. And all of our safeties. Nothing really that we can get rid of. Aaron Rodgers gets an upgrade. Okay. We'll take an A-Rod upgrade. He gets his other ability, which we haven't seen, which is Threat Detector. They will highlight any oncoming blitzers on 3rd and 4th down. That is a big ability, A-Rod. So, let's go ahead and start simming through the preseason. Not like we're going to have to make any cuts on cut day. Sure. I'm not sure who it is that you're talking about, but John Runyon. Isn't that the rookie we just drafted? No. He's our backup. That's fine. Actually, we could just sim to the regular season because we don't have to cut any players. In typical Green Bay fashion, we have improved our offense and ignored our defense. Let's see if anybody got hurt. Because we definitely need everybody to stay healthy this season. We don't have anything that can save us. AJ Green gives back to free agency. Oh, man. I'd love to bring in Ryan Kerrigan. I'd love it. But we don't have the money. Maybe there was some place that I could cut somebody. See, A-Rod would save 22 mil. Zadarius Smith would save 15. Devontae Adams would save us a ton of money. As would Preston Smith. We could re-sign them for a lower cost. For a season. but we're going to take huge cap hits off some of them. Devontae Adams would be the least lethal. Yeah, we pretty much bumped Greg Olsen up to all guaranteed money. So there's really nothing we can cut here. Like, there's no fat to trim. We are stuck until next year's cap. We're gonna go with 7 wins. I don't think it's gonna be a very good season for us. Oh, great. And you're gonna talk about TJ Watt, right? Yep. Slow him down, boys. Our O-line is an aging veteran core. We have one newer player. Looks like preseason did not go that well for us. Blake Cashman getting an upgrade for us. That's a plus. Help our defense out a little bit that's going to be struggling this year because they didn't get really any attention. Our young rookie guard gets an upgrade already. He's got to have superstar dev then. Get an upgrade already. I'm going to say he's probably got superstar dev, which is going to be phenomenal for us. Drew Alexander gets an upgrade. Let's go ahead and help him with that zone coverage. There we go. That looks much better. Let's hope that they can beat Pittsburgh. We do not. We lose 35-24. That definitely seems like a defensive struggle. Breakout player. Conley already looking for a dev trait boost on our team. Varta Scantling. I know that all these wide receivers pretty much need physicality upgrades. Jonathan Taylor. I definitely want to bump his receiving back. He gets his ability slot unlocked, and he gets evasive, steerable spin, and juke animations. We'll take that. Alright. Go ahead and auto-upgrade. See, trade block really fast. We don't ever really do much for trades. But maybe we could find something. See? Edge rusher. Nothing really that much better than what we already have. Number 2 D tackle. Well. Washington has a lot of freaking cap space. We weren't paying A-Rod so much money. So we're just not even going to look into the trade block because that's just shattered dreams all over the place. We're also going to turn auto scouting on. Because we're at the point where I do not have any more draft classes. So we'll just let the CPU scout them for us. We'll scout week 1. And we lose to the Bengals. John Ross trying to break out here against Arizona. We're going to challenge the defense to step up. We need them to start stepping up because that is big scoring against our defense. And I know that it's going to be. See what our cap space is for next year. Wow, we have no money! Oh, man, but we have to sign Devontae Adams. I was hoping next year I don't have the salary cap space. That's great. I mean, Devontae is getting older. He is 28 years old. But man, we have no money for next year. We get a weekly award somehow. Who is it? It's A-Rod. 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, a pick, 3 carries for 12 yards rushing. Definitely going to be losing Aaron Rodgers in his prime, which is wasting the rest of his career pretty much. Because we have no money because we paid him $20-something million. This draft class looks like doo-doo. I'm kind of half tempted to, like, make my own draft class one of these days. Just because I think it would be kind of fun to do. It's something I haven't done. Maybe I'll just stream myself making... Holy shit, another speed upgrade for John Ross. He's going to be the fastest damn receiver in the NFL. It'd be kind of fun to watch, or kind of fun to do streaming. Alright, we win. We do beat the Cardinals. Our defense looks like it has stepped up. No injuries, thankfully. John Ross did not get his dev trait boost. Frustrated wide receiver. Alright, this is what we're going to do, though. This is what we're going to do. We don't have the money for him. And we have a pretty stacked up wide receiver core. I mean, not stacked as in, like, we have the best wide receivers in the world. But we have a lot of wide receivers. And we're going to see if there's any team that could take the cap hit for Davante Adams. The Colts are looking for a wide receiver. But I will not give him up for anything less than a first and probably a third. Okay. I'll take a second. Not super interested. Let's see if there's any other teams. Miami has the cap space for him, but they are not showing a wide receiver as their #1 issue. It's definitely got to be a team that's looking for wide receivers. You know, Washington has a lot of cap space. Well, you guys ain't getting them then. Or I could just put him on trade block. I might do that because nobody seems to be budging. You know what? I'd be nice enough to take a little bit of your cap space away. How about we take this middle linebacker? How about that? I do have a lot of draft picks for next year, or a few anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have the exact number of draft picks that I'd need. Listen, Indy, do you not understand what you're getting in a wide receiver here? I'll give you next year's 5th. No? Well, screw you, Indy. Alright, so we're going to see if there's going to be a competition for him. Let's go ahead and add him to trade block. And now Savage gets an upgrade. Which now I don't think we need to replace the free safety. He's starting to come together a little bit. Okay. So there's a Devontae Adams trade situation that we can do now. How close are you? You only need 2 snaps, so we'll find out after this game. We will play this game, guys. I know this is going to be a longer stream. I didn't get any gameplay, though. So, we have this game, we have a bye, then we have the Vikings game, which I might just do this Bears game on this stream, and then this afternoon maybe stream the 2 Vikings games, and it's going to be a weird setup. It's going to be weirdly adjusted, but before I do that, I've got to go to the bathroom. Alright guys, we're back, and we are going to play this defensive play, which will be the only gameplay we see in this episode. Let's see how bad our defense gets wrecked. I don't know if they're still rocking Nick Foles. I didn't really scout their roster, I should have. You can scout it at the pause menu. But the first away game of the season, and it is against Chicago. I have more faith in our offense than I do our defense, so... But they come away with no points on offense. Let's see. Yes, they're still rocking Nick Foles, who's probably regressed. Wait, did I accidentally pick offense? Whoops. Super Sim. All defense. There we go. So the offense scores. We missed our first drive with the defense, but they did make a stop, so... Cordell Patterson looks like it's a running back, so we are going to have to keep an eye on him. Let's see how our man coverage does. I feel like this is going to be another run, though. Let's crush the line up. Oh! Cordell Patterson makes a nice catch and run. Man defense may not be our strong point. Coaching adjustments. Let's get these corners set right. And they are just slinging the rock on us. Blake Cashman, we really need him to step up as a starting middle linebacker. The screen pass. We're going to catch him, though. He's only going to gain about a yard. So what it looks like he likes to do is check downs. So we're going to watch for these short passes. So it is a third and very short. I'm going to try bringing some pressure here. We're going to bring our guys down into press coverage. It could be dangerous, but we're going to try it. They definitely ran it. And Cordell Patterson gets that first down as well. I knew our defense was going to be rough. It's going to be sloppy. We don't even have rotational players for this defense, really. Blake Cashman coming in! Nick Foles way back! That is a huge sack for Blake Cashman. Foles just kept going backwards, and he gets taken down on the other side of the 50 at the 47-yard line. This team is definitely, we need to rely on our blitzes. We have to rely on blitzes for this team. Because we do not have that much going on for us in the secondary. Well, actually we do. Our secondary's not bad. But we definitely want to make sure that we're securing areas. And that's going to be a stop there. John Ross is our return guy, which is nice. We'll have some speed. And we're going to let that bounce. It'll bounce into the end zone, and our offense is going to take over at the 20. Offense very quickly goes 3 and out. We really need the offense to be our producers here. Now Patterson making a quick cut over to that side where I was supposed to be, but either way, he would have made a cut to an open hole. We're going to stuff the box here. Cordell Patterson almost breaks free of Kenny Clark, but he makes the second tackle, which was really weird. Did he, like, fall down and, like, instantly? No, he tripped over him. Tell everybody to secure their zones. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 7, Bears nothing.
Watch for the pass. We got some movement. Too many people for me to watch at one time, but we do stop them short. And it has been so many check down passes, it's unreal. So we're literally just watching for the check down game. John Ross going to be able to make some of a return. I was hoping to get a juke in there to get away, but we do not. Offense runs and scores again. So now we're up 2 scores. We're watching for this first down run that they tend to do. Looks like Montgomery up this time. He's going to get a few yards there. He's going to get 5. And this is going to be a very risky play. We're bringing all the heat. Got a guy in motion. And we're just barely going to catch him on that. Wow. He almost broke free. We had no tackle ability in there. Nobody is, like, securing any of these tackles or breaking the point of attack when it comes to this run game. We need to start taking these guys down. Our team doing very bad in terms of tackling. And Mo's getting the pick. Our first turnover of the game. Could be our first one of the season. I didn't happen to look at stats from the previous games. Offense is going to go very quickly 3 and out. Nick Foles 6 for 7, only 47 yards though.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
I'm watching the run. Okay. Cordell Patterson getting it. I was hoping to hit stick fumble him there.
Brings up 3rd down.
There we get a tackle. We definitely got one on Cordell Patterson. He's going to lose yardage. That's going to make another 3 and out for them. As long as we can keep getting 3 and outs, we might be okay. Please block. Thank you. Oh, John Ross! John Ross finds a big hole off that spin move down at the 50. See what the offense can do here. I think that was a turnover. With the 14, we had to have just thrown an interception. Let's see what just happened here. Yes, A-Rod threw a pick. I was actually looking to see a screen, and that is an incompletion. So we finally forced 2 incompletions by Foles. Definitely running a lot more zone coverage. It's a little bit safer to run that way. And that's a fumble. We're going to get another turnover. Defense going to put our offense in great field position with 3 timeouts left. And we come away with a score. So it is now 21-0. Defense stepping up a lot better than I figured they would. But it's also against the Chicago Bears. Finally getting in there to make the sack. We're definitely watching for the pass here. He's going to do a little dump down to the tight end, and he's going to get no yards on that. No, they're going to run it, and Kenny Clark going to get through there with no problem. And that's the end of the first half. Looks like our offense has really been controlling the ball. We're controlling the clock here. I don't think we need to watch the around the league stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this out with John Ross. He's going to get to the 24. What happened there? Did Aaron Rodgers throw another pick? No, I'm wondering if there was a fumble. No fumbles. He must have gone for it? Don't quite get why they're at the 29. Maybe a receiving fumble? They're passing. And honestly, Cashman is looking like a Blake Martinez for us here. Not doing great in the coverage area. Not really getting tackles. And I am surprised that was not a pass interference. And Amaz with another interception. The safety with 2 picks. That's his 3rd of the season now. 2 in this game. Here comes A-Rod back out. 12 for 19, 111 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. I'm bringing in some motion here. We got guys jumping around. And there is a flag on the play. Let's see what they got. An eligible receiver downfield. It's a 3-yard difference. We're going to make them take the 2nd down. We definitely don't want to give them an extra down to play with here. This feels like a run. Rear Alexander unable to make the break up there. An issue we have seen with him in every situation we've had. And that's a thrown away pass out of the sack. That's going to be another 30 and out. So defense performing overall better than I figured they would. John Ross trying to get out of it. But as it stands, it's going to be like a 3 or 4 yard gain. Drew Alexander can't even tackle Patterson. He's got terrible tackling. Blake Cashman gonna rip right through the line untouched, and that's gonna be another sack. They bring down press. And still nothing for this defense. This defense, I mean, we've been making stops. We have been making stops, but it's incompletions. We're allowing a lot of completions, and I knew that the defense was going to be very rough. The only thing that's benefiting us is that Nick Foles is still the starting quarterback for the Bears. It's going to be a very rough defensive year for us. It's literally going to be we have to win via takeaways. That's an incomplete. I don't know why we tackled back there, but we did. Watch for the pass. Everybody lock down your zones, and we miss a zone. I think that was their longest pass of the day. Rear Alexander finally gets a tackle off a big hit. They're starting their drive here. Yeah, that's definitely a run to this side. Oh no, I was wrong. I thought it was going to be to the right. It looked like it was going to be a right-handed side run. Clark gonna get pushed out of the way. Like I said, we're getting really lucky that Nick Foles is their quarterback. All right, an incompletion there. Where is Jareer Alexander? Why is he not on the field? And why does EA always give me the players I don't want? Chicago has an injured player down, though. Offense just pretty much sealed the deal there. We're going to get a big hit here on Patterson. We're going to try to either take him out or force him to really fumble that ball. It's the only thing our defense can do. That was a terrible screenplay. That was a terrible defensive setup. They really didn't go to where they needed to. Try bringing in the middle linebacker here on this blitz. That's caught. Bears trying to come back here. Might be too little too late, though. That's a fumble. Smith gonna pick it up. All our offense needs to do, okay, or score. I was gonna say you guys just gotta run down the clock for me, so that way our defense doesn't have to look any more shameful than they already do. But that's fine. And that's another sack. Just looking to make a stop. They can't really come back. Not within 2 minutes. Why they call it a timeout, I don't know. If there's any way you can take 3 seconds off the clock here. Oh, John Ross almost making a huge break. That's gonna do it. Just scraping by on defense. We really lucked out that The Bears' offense is still terrible after year 1. We're actually in year 2 now. So I'll have to change the title a little bit. A-Rod not looking good. Only 1 touchdown to an interception. Jonathan Jones, though, going off. 170 yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, John Ross caught our only receiving touchdown. Oh, we have a lot of Coach XP to spend. That's our young right guard here that we just drafted. He has a strength upgrade, brings him up to 88 strength. He is a superstar, as I thought. He's got Polar Elite. That's going to be great for us, especially if we get to a point where A-Rod retires and Jordan Love takes over. Let's see who is going to offer us the best deal for the Davante Adams trade away here. So, Carolina willing to give us 2 7ths. Not interested. Don't need a wide receiver. Looking for this year's draft. Jacksonville willing to give us a 3rd this year, a 6th, and a 7th next year. And 40 mil. Let's go ahead and go look at what Jacksonville's got going on. Right now, we are sitting at 2-2. Not looking good for us. And it might not get any better once we lose Davante Adams. If you guys want Davante, I want a 1st round pick. Very close. Okay. What else do you guys need? I don't think we have a safety we can trade you. I can give you, like, my rookie safety, but you're not interested in him. How about the 6th round draft pick? They'll hold any value to you. No, and I'm not getting rid of a 3rd. I would give you a 4th for next year. And a 6th for this year. I want your 1st. You don't get it. I'll bump in a 5th. You're not getting anything earlier than a 5th. I hate to tell you. But next year's 4th. Just don't have anything to trade away. We're scraped so thin on this team. I'll give you a 3rd, but I'm taking away that 4th. But if that's the case, I also want, like, a 4th round. How about a 5th? I'm going to get 2 draft picks out of this. Either way. Okay, so Davante Adams is gone. That frees us up so much cap room for this year. So let's go make some signings, guys. Definitely to replace him, we bring in AJ Green. So boom, there's that. And we could use an edge rusher. We bring in Clay Matthews. Bring him in for a 1-year deal. We bring in another D tackle. I'm like a little kid in a candy store now. Can we get Ryan Kerrigan? Yes, we can. We have just enough cap room to get Ryan Kerrigan. That is awesome. That is a huge improvement. What's up, James? So now we can cut 1 player. which we're going to get rid of this lower end quarterback that we will never need. And we finally make some big moves here to improve our team to have a healthy sized roster. You get rid of Devontae Adams. We bring in AJ Green and the John Ross combination back. Martez Scantling looking to become a starter as well. No, I do not play Fortnite. I hate Fortnite. You will never convince me to play that game. I might look into middle linebackers. Take a really quick look at them. I don't think there's nothing really in negative. All the games I play are in playlists on the channel. So, I know we have a few players that are up for contract. Here we go, our punter. We'll still have no money next year. And that's actually going to be worse. We're going to have negative money next year. Yeah, we can't sign anybody. Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers wants to know what we're doing for the bye week. We are going to be practicing on bye week. Cap room may not have adjusted right away. Let's see. No. We have no money. We still have no money going into next year. But we definitely built something that can make a playoff push this year. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Next stream, we are going to do offense. We'll be playing the offense against the Minnesota defense, which was pretty rough to go against last time. Detroit actually leading the division right now. AJ Green one. Can we offer that? Yeah, none of these guys are going to take any of these contracts. But if you guys are enjoying the series, leave a like down below. Let me know that you are enjoying it. This is definitely a little bit harder of a rebuild than I thought it was going to be. We are very strapped against the cap until A-Rod retires and a few of our other players come up on contract negotiation. Share the channel with your friends. My thumbnail artist, who's doing some of my newer thumbnails, like my Among Us one. I think she did... What was the other one she did? Fallout. She did a Fallout thumbnail for me. Her Instagram tag is down below. Be sure to go and give her a follow and check out all of her artwork, guys. She does some really awesome work. My tattoo artist is also down below as well, where you can find him at. We are almost at 100 subscribers. Once we hit 100, we are doing a giveaway on the channel. Thank you all for the love and support, and I will catch you all in the next one. Love you. Peace.